require those 4 marks, because here you will be doing number of steps to get the final result. So let us see how to handle this problem. Now when you look at a problem given to you with exponents, it can be either in the negative powers or positive powers. The first thing you have to check whether the base is a prime number or not. Now here this number 8 to the power negative 1, the base is 8, but 8 is not a prime number. Why am I asking to check this? Because if it is not a prime number, then you can further factorize it. That's why I'm asking you to check this. So, to check whether the base numbers are prime numbers is the first step. So, these two exponents, yes, 5 to the power 3 and 2 to the power negative 4, the base numbers are prime numbers. That means you can't further factorize them. But in the case of 8 to the power negative 1, this 8 is not a prime number. You can factorize 8. When you factorize 8, what will you get? I hope you remember the prime factorization. You can divide it with 2. So 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2. So 8 can be written as 2 cube. Correct? It is 2 into 2 into 2. 2 multiplied 3 times. So in the place of 8, you can express it as the exponent of 2 to the power 3. Where 2 is a prime number. You can't factorize it further. So in the place of 8, I will substitute 2 cube. Can I do that? And this is raised to power 1. This you must clearly understand why there are 2 powers here. The base number, which is 8 here, is not a prime number. So it can be further factorized. And that's exactly what we've done. So this can be written as 2 to the power 3. So in the place of 8, I write it as 2 to the power 3. And already 8 is raised to the power negative 1. So that I should not forget. Alright. Then this is into 5 to the power 3 divided by 2 to the power negative 4. Now you have to start using your laws of exponents, because all the 3 bases are now prime numbers. So this you are seeing one of the law. Which law are you saying? Power of powers. A to the power m to the power n will be written as what? Please look at your laws. I have given you 6 to 7 laws. Power of powers. A to the power m raised to the power n will be written as a to the power mn. You have to multiply both the powers. So here also you have to multiply both the powers. So you will write it as 2 to the power 3 into negative 1. What should you get? 3 into negative 1. Because your m is 3 and n is negative 1. So a to the power mn means 3 into negative 1. What should you get?
Minus 3.
Negative 3. So it has become 2 to the power negative 3 into 5 to the power 3 divided by 2 to the power negative 4. So when you have a negative exponent, I have given you one more law. You can convert it into a positive exponent by taking its reciprocal. That is, if you have a to the power negative m, you can write it as 1 by a to the power m. Correct? So if the exponent is having a negative and you want to convert that negative power to positive power, you have to take its reciprocal. So here also I have 2 to the power negative 3. So what I will do, I will write it as 1 by 2 to the power 3. Correct? 5 I already have it as a positive exponent, so no change. What about 2 to the power negative 4 in the denominator? How will you change it into a positive power? It is already in the denominator. What you should do then? See, if you have a negative power in the numerator, you bring it to the denominator because we should take the reciprocal to convert it into a positive power. Now your negative power is sitting in the denominator. So where should you take it? To the numerator. You have to write it as 1 by 2 to the power 4. So this will become 2 to the power 4 in the numerator. In the denominator, if it is a negative power, then it goes to the numerator, it becomes a positive power. Because what we are doing is the reciprocal. Correct? Similarly, if you have a negative power in the numerator, to convert it into a positive power, you have to bring it to the denominator. So now all my powers have become positive. So what next? Now I can go and evaluate and find out what is the answer. Because it is said evaluate, you have to give the final answer after all the multiplication is over. So what I have in the numerator is 5 to the power 3 into 2 to the power 4 divided by 2 to the power 3. Now is there any other law that you are able to see here? See, the base is same. The powers are different. In division, what you do?
1
A to
second,
the power
ma'am.
n divided by a to the power n will be a to the power m minus n. So this m and n you can subtract. So it will become 5 cube into 2 to the power 4 minus 3. So that will become 5 cube into 2 to the power 1. Correct? Did you understand which law I have used there?
Yes,
When I
ma'am.
have the base is the same and the powers are different, I can use this law. A to the power m divided by a to the power n will be a to the power m minus n. So here your m is 4 and n is 3. So it is 4 minus 3 which is 1. So you have 5 cube into 2 to the power 1. 5 cube means it is 5 into 5 into 5. 2 to the power 1 means it is just 2 only multiplied once. So finally you will get your answer as 5 5s are 25, 25 5s are 125, 125 into 2, you will get a 250. So this is how you simplify the problem to get the final result. Any doubt? Clear? So see how many steps you have done, and you have used almost 3 laws of exponents in the same problem. So these kinds of problems will be eligible for a 4 marks. Alright? Because in this chapter I have taken one question from 1 mark, one question from 2 mark, and one question from 4 marks. So you must know that such kind of problems can be asked for 4 marks. Alright? Abhishek, are you there in the meet? Abhishek, please speak. I can simply remove you from the meet. You are simply typing your name so many times. Last class also I had a problem with you. If you don't stop doing it, I will remove you from the meet. And I won't admit you to any of my classes any further. We are not playing here. We are doing classes. And there are lots of things that you have to learn in what I am saying. We are not coming to type our names here. Once if it is done, it is done. You get your attendance. Don't play here. Okay, now moving on to the next problem. One more of this type we will take and try to understand. See, children, you have to remember the laws of exponents because today only I am trying to recall it. Please keep the laws with you and try to memorize them. Otherwise, you will not be able to apply them here. Let me take up one more problem. Yes, 5 to the power negative 1 into 2 to the power negative 1 multiplied with 6 to the power negative 1. This is the problem here. So what did I tell you? You have to check first. This is the fourth one, second one. We have to check the base first for all the exponential numbers. Are they all prime numbers?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, 6 is
No,
not.
6 is not a prime number. You can factorize 6 further. Factorize 6 and tell me what are the prime factors you will have. 6 can be divided with 2. 2 3s are 6 and then 3 1s are 3. So 6 can be written as 2 into 3. Alright, so that's how you factorize your 6. So now you can write down the remaining factors. 5 to the power negative 1 into 2 to the power negative 1 into, you have 2 into 3 substituted in the place of 6 and this is raised to the power 1. What do you mean by 2 and 3? What is the power here for 2 and 3?
Negative 1.
That is the whole negative 1. When I write 6 is equal to 2 into 3, it is 2 to the power 1 into 3 to the power 1. That's how you must understand that. If there is no power, it means it is 1. Alright. Now this we will deal separately. First we will see what is here. This is to be taken inside a bracket where you have 5 to the power negative 1 into 2 to the power negative 1. Whenever you have negative powers, what did I tell you? You have to convert it into positive power. Smart Baker, what you should do? You have to take its reciprocal. So if you have a negative power in the numerator, bring it to the denominator, it will change into a positive power. Into, again 2 to the power negative 1 can be written as 1 by 2 to the power 1. So both my negative powers are converted to positive powers because I know a to the power negative m will be 1 by a to the power m. This is the law I have used. Alright, then I have power of powers. This is raised to this power means you have to find the product. A to the power m to the power n will be a to the power mn. So you have to multiply this and this. This is m, this is m. So 1 into negative 1 will be 2 to the power negative 1. Again 3 also will be to the power negative 1. 1 into negative. So what next? Again you have negative powers in the numerator. What should you do? Convert it into positive powers by bringing it down to the denominator. So now I have all the powers as positive powers and all the numbers are existing in the denominator. So you have to multiply all that is in the denominator, that is 5 into 2 into 2 into 3. So this is 5 2s are 10, 2 3s are 6. So my final product will be 1 by 60. So this is how your problem will look like. So I have used 2 of the laws to complete this problem. Any doubt, please ask me. I am doing it very slowly because I know it is not very easy to understand. But if you know the laws, then you are just applying the laws in the appropriate places to complete the problem. So shall we take up one more problem? All these are eligible for a 4 marks. Because the number of steps are many. Okay, then let me take up the next problem. I hope they are visible. Yeah. Now I take a little more bigger problem. Let's see how we can do it. This is simplify, the 7th main that I am taking. Simplify. You are not at all speaking, so I am thinking that there is no doubt. Okay, that is the problem given to me. So there are variables, there are some powers, there is some other number. So I have to do a lot of thinking in this problem. So first step I told you, you have to check whether the base is all prime number. Now 25 is not a prime number. I can factorize it like this. How do I factorize 25? What will I get if I factorize 25?
5 to the
power 2.
Yes, it will be 5 square. Right? So in the place of 25, I write it as 5 square into t to the power negative 4. Let it sit as it is. Now I come back to 5 to the power negative 3. This I can't further factorize because it was already a prime number. What about 10? When I factorize 10, what should I get? Factorize 10. You can divide it into 2 5s are 10, 5 1s are 5. So 10 can be written as 2 into 5 or 2 to the power 1 into 5 to the power 1. Right? Then the last one is t to the power negative 8 in the denominator. So what should be my next step? Wherever I see negative powers, what I should do? I should take their reciprocals. If there is a negative power in the numerator, it will come to the denominator as a positive power. If there is a negative power in the denominator, it will go to the numerator as a positive power. So let me do that rearrangement. I have 5 square into this t to the power negative 4 will come to the denominator as t to the power 4. This 5 to the power negative 3 will go to the numerator as 5 to the power 3. 2 to the power 1, 5 to the power 1. This has come down, this has to go up. Have I done all the rearrangement? T to the power negative 4 in the numerator has become positive 4 in the denominator. 5 to the power negative 3 in the denominator has gone to the numerator as positive 3. Again, t to the power negative 8 in the denominator has gone up as t to the power 8. These two are positive powers, so it will sit in the denominator. This is also remaining in the numerator. What next? Now you have same base, different powers multiplication. That means a to the power m into a to the power n will be a to the power m plus n. This is the rule I use. Base number is the same, exponents are different, so when it is multiplication, you have to add the powers. So it will become 5 to the power 2 plus 3. Correct? Into t to the power 8 and t to the power 4. That is a to the power m divided by a to the power n will be a to the power n minus n. So it will be t to the power 8 minus 4. All divided by 2 to the power 1 into 5 to the power 1. Alright? Then moving ahead. So you have 5 to the power 3 plus 2 is 5 into t to the power 8 minus 4 is 4 divided by 5 to the power 1 into 2 to the power 1. Again you have same base but different powers with division. Like this, a to the power m divided by a to the power n. So it will be 5 minus 1. That is 5 to the power 5 minus 1 into t to the power 4 divided by 2 to the power 1. Or in other words, this will be 5 to the power 4 into t to the power 4 divided by 2 or 2 to the power 1. Both mean the same. Then finally you have to give the answer, means you have to multiply 5 4 times. 5 into 5 into 5 into 5. What will you get? 5 multiplied
625.
Yes, 625 t to the power 4 divided by 2. This is your final answer. Okay, so you have removed all the exponents using the various laws, and finally you got the simplified answer as 625 t to the power 4 divided by 2 in the denominator. Clear? Any doubt? Okay, we'll take up one more problem. I think we have time enough to do one more problem very conveniently. A bigger one I'll take, where you have more of variables and numerals. Okay, the second one and seventh one itself. The seventh main second one. Okay, the problem is 3 to the power negative 5 into 10 to the power negative 5 into 125 all divided by 5 to the power negative 7 into 6 to the power negative 5. So first step, as I told you, you have to see if all the bases are prime numbers or not. So this is okay 3. 10 you have to simplify. 125 you have to factorize. 6 also you have to factorize. Only these two are prime numbers, so we don't have to touch them. Alright, now we will go factorize 10. We already know 10 can be factorized as 2 into 5. So 10 will be written as 2 to the power 1 into 5 to the power 1. What about 125?
5 cube.
125 is divisible by 5. 5 2s are 10, carry 2, 5 5s are 25. Again 5 square, 5 1s. So 125 can be written as 5 to the power 3. 5 into 5 into 5. What about 6? We already did it. 2 3s are 6. So 6 will be written as 2 to the power 1 into 3 to the power 1. So we are going to substitute all this in our problem now. So 3 to the power negative 5 into 10 will be replaced with 2 into 5. That is 2 to the power 1 into 5 to the power 1 whole power negative 5 into 125 will be written as 5 cube whole divided by 5 to the power negative 7 into again 6 will be written as 2 to the power 1 into 3 to the power 1 whole multiplied with negative 5. See, this much you should be very clear. There should be no confusion at all. Right? Now moving on. We will bring all the base numbers together, group them. So first we will finish this power of powers. A to the power m to the power n will be a to the power mn. We have to multiply the exponents. So let me finish that first. So it will be 2 to the power 1 into negative 5 will become negative 5. Similarly, 5 to the power 1 into negative 5 will be 5 to the power negative 5 into 5 cube divided by 5 to the power negative 7 into again 2 to the power 1 to the power 5. 8 power of powers. So 2 to the power 1 into negative 5 will be negative 5. 3 into 3 will be 1 into negative 5. So 3 to the power negative 5. So this is how your problem will look after you have applied all those laws. Now, depending on the base that you have, you can group them together. All the threes you bring together, all the numbers having base 5 you will take together, all having 2 as base together. So 3 to the power negative 5 by 3 to the power negative 5 into, you have 5 to the power negative 5 into 5 to the power 3 divided by 5 to the power negative 7 into 2 to the power negative 5 into, divided by 2 to the power negative 5. So I have just grouped them together. The 3, the 2's and the 5's. Right? Now I have to use my laws. This is 3 to the power negative 5 divided by 3 to the power negative 5. What do you think will happen? Both are having the same power, negative power. So that will get cancelled. No. How? Suppose you have 2 square divided by 2 square. Means what? It is 2 multiplied 2 times. Here also 2 multiplied 2 times. So they will all cancel and you will get a 1. So when the powers of two numbers are the same and the base is also the same, they will simply get cancelled if one is in the numerator and other is in the denominator. So this is 1. Similarly, 2 to the power negative 5 and 2 to the power negative 5 is 1. So what is left over is only the base 5. So here you will use your laws of exponent. A to the power n into a to the power n will be a to the power n plus n. Your m is negative 5, this is positive 3. If you want, you can bring the negative 5 down and positive 7 up also. Why? Because negative power is there. I think yes, we will do that. We will take it as 5 to the power 3 into 5 to the power 7 divided by 5 to the power 5. Did you understand what I have written? Why I have written it like that? 5 to the power negative 5 will go to the denominator as positive power. 5 to the power negative 7 in the denominator will go to the numerator as positive power. Now you can use this law. 5 to the power 3 into 5 to the power 7 will be 5 to the power 10. 3 plus 7 is 10 divided by 5 to the power 5. Again you have this formula, a to the power m divided by a to the power n is a to the power m minus n. So this will be 5 to the power 10 minus 5, which is 5 to the power 5. Okay, what is 5 to the power 5? 5 multiplied 5 times. What is that equal to? You have to evaluate and write down. 5 multiplied 5 times. 5 5s are 25. 25 5s are 125. 125 5s are 625. 625 5s. 5 times you have to multiply. Come on, tell me what should be the answer? Five multiplied 5 times. Come on. 625 into 5. Quick.
13125.
625 into 5. 5 multiplied 5 times, Alva. Multiply Madi. Why it is taking so much time?
13125.
Yeah, 3125. Correct. So that's how you complete that problem. So see how much of the laws we have used. We have to know all these laws and use it appropriately without committing mistake. Only then our problem will come out smoothly like this. Please practice these problems. See, now I have done it is looking very simple. When you start doing, that is when you are recalling the laws of exponents, you will know how you have to use it and where you have to use it. I'll take one more problem and then stop there. Because I want... Yeah.
Mom, I have a doubt, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, in the third step, ma'am,
Yeah?
yes, ma'am, there is negative, ma'am. We can convert it into positive also, ma'am.
Instead of doing this, what you will do? You will bring this 3 to the power negative 5 as 3 to the power 5. This 3 to the power negative 5 again will go as 3 to the power 5. So instead of cancelling 3 to the power negative 5 and negative 5, you will be cancelling 3 to the power 5 and 3 to the power 5. Both being the same.
Okay, ma'am.
You can do if you want. I did not do it because anyway those going to be cancelled. I used it as a negative power itself. You can do. That is correct.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, we will take up one more problem where I have that exponent as 0. I want to recall that also once. One problem I'll take there. Okay, the problem is like this. It is 3 to the power negative 1 plus 4 to the power negative 1 plus 5 to the power negative 1. Remember, all this is plus in between. Whole raised to the power 0. So how will I deal with this problem? I know there are negative powers. So what I have to do, I have to convert them into positive powers by bringing them to the denominator. So this will become like this.
Ma'am, here the
And
answer will become 1
Yeah,
only.
yeah, 100. Coming, I know some of you have realized already. There is something that we can do directly. Yeah, somebody was speaking, tell me, yes.
Ma'am, we
Yeah,
have
somebody was speaking, no, please speak, yeah.
no, ma'am. A to the power of 0 is equal to 1, ma'am. So it
Very
can
good.
be
See, you don't even have to go to the step. When you're seeing something is raised to the power 0, already by law is given. Any base raised to the power 0 will always become 1. So there is no need to even go to this step. You can simply tell this is equal to 1. You don't have to go and cross multiply the fractions, find the LCM and then do the power. See, whenever you have some exponent which is raised to the power 0, you should know it can be directly written as 1. Some of you may think like this, oh, negative powers ಇದೆ ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಹೀಗೆ ತರ್ತೀನಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ anyway when you are seeing it is raised to the power 0. So anything which is raised to the power 0 will always become 1. So this step is not required at all actually. From here itself you can write it as 1. So this problem is not eligible for a 4 marks problem. Suppose I give this problem for 2 marks, you must not be surprised. You must simply tell, yeah, because I know any base raised to the power 0 is 1. Directly you will write this. But you have to give the meaning since a to the power 0 is equal to 1. So this is how you will complete such problem. So please remember, this is a very important result that you should not forget. Alright, so I think we will stop here because the scientific notation I don't want to start today. Tomorrow's class I will teach you how to write a given large number in the standard form. Very, very important because in your science, that is physics and chemistry, in your higher classes, the scientific notation of standard form is very important because you will be dealing with large numbers. It can be large on either ends. It can be a very large number or a very small number in decimals. Both these numbers can be very conveniently represented in the standard form in a very short manner. That is exactly what we will learn tomorrow. Alright? Please complete all this in your notes so that it is easy for you to take up the revision for your final exam. Alright, children? So if you have not written your names in the chat box, please put it in the chat box before you leave. Okay then, you can leave if you have done it. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a nice day, ma'am.